Welcome back. Let's talk about Scriptrunner Enhanced Search. This app actually really allows you to have some extended JQL functionalities that you're not able to have when you're actually using out-of-the-box features within the JQL itself. So in order to actually see what options do you have, you click on this plus right here, and it's giving us the list of the available functions that we can actually use. And also it gives us options to go for the users, and there is one available utility for that, which is the user lookup. So we have pretty interesting functions in here. For examples, for the previous sprint, the next sprint, in sprint. We also have like to date compare, with basically that there is actually comparison with that you're doing between the dates themselves, and it's actually returning those kind of stuff back. So there is actually the regular expressions that are being used. So what you can actually do in here. So first of all, when you click on this, it's giving you this issue function. So when you install the Scriptrunner Enhanced Search, it inserts the ability to use the issue function within your JQL. So that is something that is interesting. And first, what you're defining here is your subquery JQL. What this actually means is you need to define your JQL, which is going to be the subquery of the original query that is being used. So for example, if you're having, let's say, like a project equals, for example, lat, and then you can say and issue type equals to story. Right, so these are the things that we're actually having, and it's saying the subtasks of the project plat, and then now it's saying the 31,141 issues have been found for this. Now, if I go ahead and run this, it's going to take a long time because 31,000 issues is indeed something that is really, really a lot. I'm just thinking, do I have mobile? Oh, I do have. So you actually add this to the query itself, and what you can do is you can perform the search. And when you actually perform the search, you're actually going to basically see that we're having some of the things in here. Of course, what can be done is you can really change this. So for example, let's say an issue type of a story, but it doesn't actually have to be that. It could be something else. And you can be saying, okay, do I have something like, for example, where I can state and where I can say, for example, updated in 7 days. So I also have this, for example, and I can search. There could be like 0 issues that could be there, but since it's going that was updated in 7 days, it can actually take some time in here, and basically it's saying it's going to take 10 minutes for me to actually do this. So this is a big no for us to do. All right, so in order to stop this, you actually need to refresh the app itself. So there are really, really more interesting issues in epics, for example. And you can say, okay, and be like, which ones are there? So I can say mobile again. And I can say, for example, and label in, and I can search for some of the labels in here that I don't have defined. What I would actually insert here is the recommendations that you're giving by the native functionality of JQL, which is basically giving you the options for that, so you don't have to take a second guess what labels are basically there. So that would take some time to actually understand what kind of labels are you having within your instance, and that is like really time consuming. So for example, and I can say and update it, and the same thing. Yeah, there we go. And I can add this to the query, and I can actually do a search here, and it's going to do the search, and we can definitely see. And this is what we're getting based on this. Of course, if you want, you can save this as a filter, and when you're actually doing this, you also have the option to sync filter. When you're using to configure a board or an agile board, you can share this with all of the users, and you can choose the projects and the groups that you actually want to share this with. So that is another interesting feature that you can definitely use. But in the nutshell, the enhanced search can really help you out with some more advanced options that you cannot do when you're doing, let's say here, yeah. So add this to the query. I'm just curious now, it's not gonna add anything in here. And there was this option to actually look up for the user. All right, so I want you to look up for me. All right, so there's not much more in here, and it basically saying the account ID will be inserted in there, which is good if you need to find the user itself, right? So it's saying, no, it's not Trello, Max Taylor, and you need to see their account ID, which is how the JQL works. It goes by the account ID, it doesn't go with the full name. But in the end, this is all about the Scriptrunner enhanced search. And yeah, that's all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.